Students, this is the second part of the topic, that is reading in the CSV files. So how to write Python program for reading CSV file. But before reading, as I told you, the file must exist, otherwise it will throw an exception. So let us revise the code for writing the records in the CSV file. So writing records requires import statement. The first import statement is import CSV. Import is the statement in Python and CSV is the name of the module that is to be imported for accessing the functions of the CSV module. Now next statement is fh is equal to, so this is the file handle. Normally we write this name fh to represent the file handle, but it is entirely your choice. You can select any file handle here. Open is the function name, and see, you have to mention the complete path where the CSV file is stored on your system. Here you have seen a double slash. Normally we use single slash to separate the name of the folder and subfolders and the file names. But because you all know, you have studied the escape sequences, for using backslash, we have to use double backslash. Otherwise, any character, the backslash may become the escape sequence. So to avoid it and to keep backslash as backslash, we write double backslash. Okay, so this is the D drive, because my file is saved in D drive in the folder, and this is the actual name of the CSV file. And W for writing, because I want to tell you how to write the record first, so that reading the record program does not produce any error. The next step is CW writer. This is again any object name you can take here. CSV.writer is the name of the function that writes the details. fh is the file handle. Now first create the data. The data can be created in the form of list. So suppose I want to store name, class and roll number. These are certain examples. So it should have the same number of details in all the records. Like 3 details are there in the first record, so all the records will have these 3 types of details only. Next statement, see the writer dot write rows. This function will write the comp data which is initialized here in the previous statement. Otherwise you can write the whole data in this bracket also, but it will make the statement too lengthy and confusing to understand, and it will become, if you write too lengthy statements, it is difficult to rectify them if they have errors. So better you split the statements, and then you can first initialize the comp data with this kind of list, and then you can pass it as an argument. Now these will be written in the file with the file name sturecord.csv. Finally, you will close the file. Don't forget to close the file. And this is the screenshot. When you execute, these details will be stored in the file sturecord, and this is a screenshot to show you the file has been created here. You can see here sturecord.csv, which is created in D drive in this folder, because that was the path mentioned here, D drive, and the name of the folder. And this is the name of the file. It is sturecord.csv is created. So when you execute the program and sturecord.csv file is created, if you open in Notepad, this will be the view. This is how the records will be displayed in Notepad. And if you open the same file in MS Excel, then this is how you will see the records in the Excel file. So after executing, this will be the output. So this is the code for reading the records from the CSV file. So the first step is to import the module, that is CSV module, and you know how to import it by writing import statement and the module name, which is CSV. Now next is to open the file. So this file sturecord.csv, which is saved in this particular drive, that D drive, in this folder. So you have to mention the complete path, and you know you have to use double slash here because it is an escape sequence and slashes are the part of the syntaxes. So to use slash as slash, you have to use it as a escape sequence. Okay, now fh is the file handle, that is equal to open. Open is the function that will open this file, and R is the read mode because you are going to read the records from the file sturecord.csv. Now for reading, the function is reader and it is in the module CSV. So to access this function, you will have to write csv.reader, and as an argument you will pass the file handler, which is fh, because I have used fh here in the first statement while opening the file. So same variable or same file handle name you will have to use here also. Now stureader is the variable which will store all the records that are read from the file sturecord.csv. So it will be annotatable. I told you that whenever we read the data from the file, from the CSV file, it is stored as iterables in Python, and using for loop you can read individual items of the iterables. So for REC, you can take any variable name here. REC is the variable name in stureader. So stureader will be accessed one by one. All the details will be accessed one by one, and print REC will display the record that is accessed by this for loop one by one. So these were the details stored. So they will be accessed like this and they will be displayed because of this for loop. So if this is the file, suppose we have created surec.csv and we have written these details in this file. So if you see, this is the name and this is a number which can be roll number, and sorry, this is a class because it is 12th A, so it is a class, and this is a roll number, again name, and 11th B is a class and another number which can be roll number, and so on. So you can see this symbol of separation is hash here. So if you want to read such file where the separator character is hash or any other character other than comma, which is a normal separator in CSV file, because CSV stands for comma separated values. So instead of comma we have used hash here. Now if you want to read such file, then the steps are, first of all you will import CSV. Next is you will open the file. As you open for reading, that is using the file name, open function, file name, and the mode, that is R mode, with the file handle on the left hand side of the equal to, and then using reader function you will read the record, fetch the records of the file, and with reader you have to use file handler. Now for the delimiter character you have to use the delimiter argument specifying the delimiter character, which is hash here. You can see the delimiter character is hash, so that hash will be used here as a value to the delimiter argument. So delimiter is argument in the reader function which is used to specify the delimiter character that has been used in the file. An STU reader on the left hand side is used to collect all the records that are fetched from the file. Now using for loop, you can access all the records one by one. Now if you want to print the record number also, you can use a variable like this, I is equal to 1, which has been initialized by 1, because to print first record number, you can write like this message within double quotes and I, which will print the number, record number. As the loop executes again and again, the value of I will be changed from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and so on, because it is I is equal to I plus 1, that is incrementing value of I by 1. And REC will print, this variable will print the record which it has accessed from the iterable in the for loop. So on execution, this will be the output display. So now it can easily recognize the delimiter character because delimiter argument has been used. So it can separate the values on the basis of the delimiter character, that is hash here. And if you don't use the delimiter argument, then it will not be able to separate the values, because by default the delimiter character is comma and it searches for the comma. So if the comma is not found, it will continue to read it as a single value. Now another concept is how to handle EOL while reading the CSV file. EOL means end of line. So if you execute the code which was written in the previous slides, you will actually get this kind of output, that is first row with first set of values and then an empty set here, then again second row and empty values, then third row and empty values. Now from where these empty values have come, because the empty values were not there when the file was actually created. So no empty rows were entered when the file was created, when the records were written in the file. So the main reason is the no newland argument is specified in the open function. Okay, so if you write using this code, writing you have already studied. So let us revise the code. First of all, you will import the CSV module. Next step is to open the file in which you want to write the record. Suppose STU record is the name of the file, .csv extension, because you want to specify the file as CSV file, and W as mode to write. FH on the left hand side is file handler. Now for writing, CSV.writer function is used, and FH is the file handler which is passed as argument to the function, and CW writer, you have to use a variable on the left hand side, because this variable will be used to invoke the write rows function. So first of all, you specify the data either by getting input from the user, or you can assign the list directly. So I have used nested list here to assign the details of the students as name, class and roll number. So this data has been assigned or stored in a variable called comp data. So now to write all the rows all together, you have to use write rows function, which is the member of CW writer. So CW writer dot write rows function, this is how write rows function is invoked, and you will pass the data as argument. This data will be written in the file, that is stu record.csv. Finally you will close the file. So if you execute, then these details will be written, and on reading, this is how the details will be printed. So how to handle this situation? So this type of situation can be handled in two ways. There are two methods. First method is either you create or write the CSV file with a new line argument. There's an argument called new line argument which is passed in open function. So normally you have used only two arguments in open function. One is the file name and the second is the mode. Now third argument is new line argument, which is used to handle the new line character. So if in the new line argument you specify no new line character, that is one method. Another method is to read from the file which is separated with end of line translation. So end of line translation means no new line argument and open it with new line argument as \r\n. So now you can also write open function as open, the file name and the read mode, and new line argument can be used with this set of values, that is \r and \n. So either you handle that situation while writing or you handle the situation while reading. If you are handling it in the writing itself, then you have to write new line is equal to single quotes, empty quotes. And if you want to handle the situation while reading the file, then you have to use new line is equal to single quotes \r\n. So you can use any one of the method to handle the situation of new line between each row. So if you are using first method, then this is how you'll write the code. First of all, you'll import the CSV file. Next is to open the file with the help of the open function. Specify the file name, specify the mode, because you are going to write. You are using the first method where you will handle the new line situation with the help of new line argument while writing into the file. So you'll write new line is equal to empty quotes. Rest of the code is same, that is you invoke the writer function with CWWriter or any variable you can use here. This variable will be used for invoking the write rows function, and you create any set of data here and you pass that data as argument to the write rows function. So write rows function will write this set of data with no new line characters because nothing is specified here. So when you open the file, you will see no new line between each set of record, and the records, these three records which are in the form of nested list. So this is first set of list, the second set of list and the third set of list enclosed and created as a set of list. So these will be written without any new line character because you have used a new line argument and with the value empty quotes, that is no value is passed as new line character. And if you have written a file with the code which was in the previous slide and you open the file and read it normally as you read the CSV file, that is import CSV, open the file in the read mode, use reader function to read all the set of the data and store in some variable, say stu reader, and using for loop you print the details with the help of a variable, and now you'll see no new line character between the different lines. So this is how you'll handle the new line character between the different line. That is, while writing into the file, you have to use the new line argument. Now, in the second method, suppose you have written the file normally without using the argument, that is import CSV file, open the file with only W mode and invoke the writer with the file handle, and in CWWriter you use CWWriter to write rows, the comp data, which is actually the set of data in the form of a list. So if you read this file directly opening in Notepad, you will see a line in between because you have not used new line argument here. So it will by default insert a new line character will be inserted between each lines. Okay, so because in the second method we are going to handle the situation in reading. So in that case, such file we will read using this program, that is import CSV. fh is equal to open the file, specify the path, specify the mode because you are reading, so it will be write mode. Now while reading, you will use the new line argument with the value \r\n. So \r is character return, \n is new line character. And when you call csv.reader function, all the records will be fetched from the file and stored in stureader object as iterable. Now using for loop, you can iterate through the iterable and you can access the details, and you can see no new line between the different lines. No extra new line character between the different lines. It is all because of this new line argument having the value \r\n. You can also write another method for reading using with keyword. So with open and specify the path where the file is stored, specify the mode, that is R for reading, then specify the new line argument, new line is equal to \r\n as keyword as fh, which is the file handle, and then the rest of the statements are same. stureader is equal to csv.reader, invoke the reader function to read all the details in the variable stureader, and using for loop you can access all the records one by one and print it. There is one more example. Suppose you want to read this file. This is the file which is created in Notepad, and the file name is emp4.csv. And these are the details, and you can see the details are separated by comma. The details consist of code, name, salary, and designations of the employees. So first step is to import the CSV module. Next step is to use open function to open the file, in which you will specify the path and the file name where the file is stored to open the file, because you are going to read, so the mode will be R. And to handle the new line character, you will use new line is equal to \r\n. Now using csv.reader function, you will fetch the records and pass file handle fh as argument to the reader function, and the records will be fetched in emp. Using for loop, you can access these records one by one and you can print them using print statement. So on the execution, this is how the records will be displayed on the Python screen. Thank you, students.